Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Mary Beth. I'm so happy you are here. Today I have 5 Farmhouse Christmas DIYs and they're all Christmas trees and they were so much fun to make. So we're going to get right into it, but first I want to thank you for being here, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. So happy you are here. I like to do all different kinds of DIYs, rustic, farmhouse, shabby chic, a little bit of boho, you name it, cutesy, and I welcome you. If you are an existing subscriber, you already know I am so grateful for you. Thank you for returning. Thank you for always supporting me, and we are growing our little YouTube family here, so it's very exciting. Anyway, let's get right into it. All right, this first DIY, I'm using this Christmas tree. I think I got it from the Dollar Tree. I am trying to use stash that I've had. So I'm pretty sure it's from the Dollar Tree. I know the rug is. Okay, and I love this rug. And I actually like both sides of it. So what we're going to do is I just traced, obviously, the tree out. Hint or tip for you. Don't use a blue Sharpie, because after I cut it out, I had to kind of trim up a little bit to get rid of the blue, but whatever, it worked out. Anyway, gonna cut all that out, and then we're gonna cut a piece of drop cloth. I have a bunch of drop cloth because at one point I covered my love seat and my couch with drop cloth, and I took it off, and I just have a ton, but I did get it on Amazon. By the way, my Amazon storefront is linked in my description box at all times. It's also in my link tree, so I try to put everything I get on there, get from Amazon, on there for you for convenience. Now, disclaimer, I do get a small commission, very small, but it does not affect the price that you pay. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Here we go. So one side is going to be drop cloth. The other side is going to be the rug. Now I did choose the, I guess the bottom side of the rug to show, but both sides are pretty. So anyway, whatever you prefer. Now we're going to take some twine and we are going to sew this up. You could certainly hot glue it, whatever works for you. I am not a person that can sew, really, so here we go. So what we're going to do is, I believe this is called a whip stitch. If I'm incorrect, let me know in the comments, but I think it is, where you go over, and I'm going to slow it down for you, going to go over, and then you're going to go through and pull your string through, and then we're going to go over. So it's not like a normal stitch where you go up, down, you know. You're going to go up, pull it over. So you're always pushing your needle through the same side. Okay, that is how I did it. Again, I don't know if it's called a whip stitch. I was not even about this. I tried, but you know what? It's rustic. I don't think it really matters. I am sure every one of you could do a better job than I did. We are going to have some mistakes in this video, okay? I left them in because I appreciate when YouTubers do that in case I want to try to make their project or something similar. It always gives me those tips of things, you know, hey, I learned this and I don't want you to go through the struggle that I went through, right? So we definitely have a few mishaps. And again, I did keep them in. Always remember you can fast forward if you don't, you know, whatever. So if you're not interested in things like that. Anyway, moving right along. So we're going to stitch this up all the way around and leave an opening to stuff it. And yeah, I'm just going to use some stuffing. You could use whatever you have, an old pillow. I just happen to have several bags of this polyfill. I think I got them on sale a long time ago. I don't remember. And again, trying to use things that I have. So gonna stuff this up, and then we're just going to sew it back up. We're going to run into a mistake soon when we make the stand. So I will be back to let you know about that. Adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exultation, sing all ye citizens of heaven
above. Glory to God in the highest. Come let us adore.
Okay, I want to make a stand for this. This is where we have a mistake coming up, but no worries. We end up using this in the second DIY. So I took some large Jenga blocks, like the normal size, not the tumbling tower blocks, because I'm thinking, okay, they're large. I'm going to do 2 of them. And, well, actually, 1 of them. And I'm drilling a hole. You're going to see a hole in the middle of one. And then we're going to use some wood glue, and we're going to use a dowel that I believe is 6 inches, okay? So there's several mistakes in this, all right? And I'm going to explain it while you're watching this. Okay, the first mistake is the dowel is too short, because when I attach it to the Jenga block, and then I'm going to put a lot of hot glue on the top of that dowel and kind of stuff it up the bottom of the trunk of the tree, it doesn't go up far enough to keep it stable. It kind of goes not even really halfway to where I want it. I hope this makes sense. So it's just not going to be stabilized with that tree. You need a longer dowel. So I do eventually, you'll see, I'll pull a 12-inch dowel out. Now, I get my dowels anywhere I can find them. But sometimes I find them on sale in like a bakery aisle. So it's the Wilton, you know what I mean? Because they use them for cakes and things like that. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you can get them cheaper, and they're very good. So, I always kind of look around different places, because I can't find any at the Dollar Tree. I can find the barbecue skewers, which you could use, but I can never find I don't find a lot of stuff there. Anyway, moving right along. So as you can see, I'm still stuck on this 6-inch. Or did I switch to the 12-inch? Yes, I switched to the 12-inch. Okay, I think. I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Anyway, my point is, you want a longer dowel. Then what's going to happen, the Jenga block is not large enough to stabilize this thing standing up. Okay? So luckily I had a chunk of wood, but you could use other things, maybe a crate from Dollar Tree, something bigger. And I had a square, pretty big chunk of wood. And so what I did is I, stained that, did the exact same thing, and put the 12-inch dowel on that, and it was very stable. So that's how we, here I'm showing the 12-inch dowel. That's the first thing I do. But that is how I corrected this. So use a long enough dowel, and there's my bigger chunk of wood. Totally fine. Again, if you don't have a chunk of wood like this, no worries. I just had this in my garage. Again, I think a crate or something that you can stabilize, something larger than a Jenga block, okay? Now, the second DIY, which is coming up, is a smaller version of this, but I'm using ribbon instead of like the rug and the drop cloth. We are able then, because it's much smaller, to use what I already put together, which was the 6-inch dowel with the Jenga block, okay? This little Christmas tree ornament, I believe, was from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. I'm sorry, I don't remember. And I have this is it 4 or 6 inches wide? I think it might be 6 inches, ribbon that you can get that's bigger. I did get that from Hobby Lobby on sale. And again, doing the same exact thing, doing my little, I think it's a whip stitch, gonna stuff it, and I was able to use what I already built with that Jenga block and the 6-inch dowel. It worked out, and I did put a couple little bows on the bottom, and I think they turned out so cute. I really hope that you like them. Please let me know what you think. We are moving right along now to DIY number 3. All right, so this big, huge, chunky yarn you can get at any craft store. This large Christmas tree frame. It had a bunch of tinsel on it. I got this last year. It could have even been after the holidays. And I don't think it was Dollar Tree because it's so large. Maybe it was, but it might have been Walmart. I really don't remember. But I know you can find these things, or you can even use the ones at Dollar Tree that might be a little bit smaller. So I like to trim off those pegs on the side. Of course, I took all the tinsel off. This is really simple. We're just going to wrap all the way around to the bottom. And then we're going to take this nautical rope and we're going to wrap the trunk. And it's super simple. Then for the topper, of course, we have another little mishap that we have to correct, but I used a chunky wooden star, of which I love, from the Dollar Tree. We're going to stain it, and what I do is I hot glue it on the top thinking, oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. No, it's too heavy and it tumbles over. So you're going to see how I fix that in just a moment.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank, and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your happy song? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. See him in a mangle lane, whom the choirs of angels praise. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while our hearts in love we raise. Gloria.
Okay, you can see I just hot glued it on. By the way, I wrapped it with pipberry. Can I just tell you, I literally just learned that it's called P-I-P, berry. I thought it was pitberry, P-I-T, whatever. So Emily from Farm Charm Chic, thank you, because you taught me that. Anyway, moving on. I used another dowel, I believe a 12-inch dowel, painted it. Luckily, it was thick yarn, easy to just shove in there. You can't see it. And then I was able to glue it back onto the star, wrap the pipberry. You know, I had to kind of fiddle around quite a bit with it because that pipberry was part of it was hot glued down. So yeah, fiddle. But letting you know, you can use something chunkier and heavier. Just put a dowel or something, paint stick, something to keep it sturdy and hold it up and not flop over like mine did. Now, I did not decorate the tree with anything, and you'll see in the pictures, and I think it looks really, really cute. However, I've decided I want to put fairy lights around it. I'm going to see how that looks. I didn't do that before pictures, but hopefully it looks good. And, just to give you an idea, you could put garland around it, ribbon around it, berries on it, whatever you think would look good. I kind of wanted it to just be straight, simple, and rusticy, and the color, it's a dark green yarn. Oh, by the way, go back, and if you see any of the frames showing, pop a little hot glue in there. But in the pictures, it looks, I don't know, it looks a little bit of dark gray, but it actually is dark green. And those 2 shutters next to it is in a previous video. I will try to remember to link that in an iCard for you, because I have some really cute projects there. All right, moving on to DIY number 4. I picked this up at Michael's, half off. So it was about $4, but I loved it. It was chunky, good size piece of wood, Christmas tree. And yeah, we are going to use, I love this paint. It's by Melange. It comes in a glass jar. It lasts forever. This paint is over a year old. I do have to stir it up a little bit, but yeah, it doesn't, I haven't had it dry out or anything, so I really love it. And I don't know if it's because of the glass jar, because sometimes like my Waverly paint and stuff will dry up pretty quick. Not quick, but not a year. Anyway, whatever. All right, so we're going to paint it, but what we're going to do is we're going to sand all around the tree, and then we are also going to sand in the middle of the tree and stuff all the way up. Once we do that, you're going to see the paint looks a lot lighter when you sand it. See right there? But we're going to seal it with some clear wax. You could do white wax, you could do Mod Podge, you could do whatever you want. But I chose to use some clear wax by DIY Paint Company. It's my favorite wax. And it just enhances, enriches that color up. And I really, really like that. And then we're just going to use some wood slices and make a little trunk. And then we're going to decorate the tree. I will tell you, some of these little picks that I got from Michael's were half off. And so they were only $1. If you hear my husband, the Huskers, Nebraska, they're playing. And I don't know if he's mad or we had to touch it. I don't know what's going on. So I apologize if he's yelling. Oh, now he's yelling. Anyway, so sorry. Anyway, I got them for $1. And so sometimes you can get those things cheaper than Dollar Tree. Just a little tip. I'm sure you know that. But anyway, I mean, since Dollar Tree raised their prices to $1.25. All right, so this is what we're going to do. And I think it turns out cute. This may be my favorite. It is a toss-up between this one and the next one, which is the last DIY. So I hope you stick around.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. For every year this Christmas tree brings to us such joy and glee. Oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging.
All right, we just finished this off with cute little bows on top. Yeah, it's so cute. I think it turned out so cute. I think I need to put one more little berry thing in the kind of middle bottom or whatever, but I might do that. Anyway, let me know what you think. I love it. I think it's so cute. All right, last DIY. Here we go. Oh, I love this DIY. So this Christmas tree, I believe, came from Dollar Tree. These canvases I get on sale at Michael's, and they come in a pack, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, I don't even know, 7-pack maybe, but I always wait till they're always on sale, like every other week or something like that, so it's a good deal, because the frames are bigger, I don't know, I just like them, anyway, I mean, like wider, but I think it's an 8x10 frame. Anyway, I am going to take my normal mixture, which, by the way, I always mix antique wax with a little bit of black paint. That is the color that I prefer. You can do any color you want. And we're going to stain this. Now, I did not remove those corner staples. I don't think it would have been a good idea. I tried to cover them up with spackling and stuff. They didn't work out. So, however, in the end, it doesn't matter. And you'll see why, with the exception of one little mistake on my part. But I feel like this video is just full of mistakes. Anyway, that is how my life goes. That is how it goes. All right, so gonna stain it. Okay, I'm gonna probably sit back and let you kind of watch this. There's a lot that's going on, but the Christmas tree, I'm gonna use that same melange paint, and we're gonna paint it. We're going to then take a wet towel, eventually wipe it off, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. But you're gonna see how I decorate up this tree. I'm gonna use some stamps, alpha stamps, that I just got 50% off from Michael's. It has upper and lowercase numbers and like some symbols, and it was normally I think around $15, but I got it for obviously half off, so like $7.50, and I thought it was a really good deal, so I was really happy about that. And that was recently. But they always put their paper crafting stuff, you know, like, again, every other week or so goes on sale. So, and I bet you they have those probably all the time. Anyway, all right, I'm going to let you sit back, kind of hang out, watch what I do here, and then I will catch up with you later.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping? And this is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold and myrrh, compassion, King, to own him. The King of Kings salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrone him. Raise, raise a song on high. The Virgin sings her lullaby. And joy, joy, for Christ is born, the babe, the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him,
son of Mary.
Okay, so I'm going to use some Mod Podge and this snow from the Dollar Tree. And you're going to see that there's some pretty big clumps of Mod Podge. And when I put this on and I shake it off, you're still going to see some larger clumps of like the Mod Podge. But you know what? I liked it. I thought it looked like, oh, that's just like heavier snow in those places. So I left it. And then I do just a little bit, in the body of the tree. And I'm going to take a little bit of truffle paint, and I am going to paint the trunk on both sides. I'm just going to brush it, not even, just kind of up, and wherever it goes, I wasn't trying to be perfect with it, because it's nature. Anyway, I just think this tree is turning out really cute. Look at that, how that stained like that. Oh my gosh. I just think that really turned out cool looking. Okay, now getting back to, oh, nope. We're on to the star. All right, here's what I have to say about this. So this is a chunky star that I got from the Dollar Tree. I am using this First Brush Antique Gold paint, and I paint it. And I end up not liking the color for this project. I like the color, just not for this particular project. I'm going really rustic. I mean, if you like it, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted something a little bit duller, So I then used brushed gold. And I liked it a lot better. Now, this star is very chunky, as you can see. And there's two different sides, which is great. I was talking to my sweet friend Favi from Arrows DIY, and if you have not checked her out, please go do so. I will list her in my description box. She is so sweet and amazingly talented. You'll love her. Anyway, so it's very chunky. She said, Mary Beth, maybe can you pop the star apart so there's two pieces to it? I'm like, it's a great idea. So I did, and it was really easy to pop apart. What I did is I took an X-Acto knife and just carefully, please be careful, just kind of score, just kind of as if I was drawing around the star. And yeah, look, popped right off. So I used that brushed gold, and I painted the front and the inside, of each one of these, or front and back rather. And then now I have some choices. I can either do the chunky star, the plain side, or the pearled looking side, or a flatter version. It's still 3D, and I chose the flatter version, the plain, but I liked how they all turned out, but that's really what I went with and that I liked the best. And so thank you, Favi, for that tip. It worked out really, really well. See, I think it looks a lot better like that. And then I'm going to take some truffle paint, and I want to dirty this up a little bit, because remember, this is like rustic, and it's been sitting around and it's getting dirty. I don't know. That was my thought process. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. So I just take the truffle, dirty it up a little bit, and then we're going to adhere this. What we're going to do next is we're going to put Mod Podge on the frame. Well, I'm going to show you probably some greenery at some point, but we are going to put Mod Podge on the frame and the snow, and that's going to cover up those staples. Now, if in the beginning, on the right-hand corner, upper corner, is where I was going to put some greenery, and I didn't cover those staples very well. And I ended up putting the greenery on the left-hand side, which those staples were covered. So, I just wasn't thinking. But Anyway, you can certainly cover the staples up with greenery or a combination with some of that fake snow, or whatever, ribbon, whatever. So that's why I wasn't really worried about them. But again, I got this greenery from Michael's, 50% off. I thought that was a huge bundle of whatever that is. And so I'm like, okay, great. I can use that a lot. Also, I don't know if you guys do this, but I put a lot of picks in my Christmas tree. So I DIY with them, but obviously I use them in my Christmas tree too, just to fill them out. So I love getting them, of course, on sale and that sort of thing. I think I heard yesterday Hobby Lobby has fall stuff on sale for 75% off. So just FYI, if you're still wanting to find some off-season fall for next year. And yeah, so I'm figuring out where, like what type of greenery and stuff I'm going to put on here. And then, like I said, I end up putting it on the left upper corner. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment.
Kindness yet for all lang syne, for all lang syne, my dear, for all lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for all lang syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance...
All right, there it is. What do you think? I think it might be my favorite. I'm not sure. Tell me which one is your favorite. I want to thank you all for being here. We've got the final reveal coming up. Don't forget to give me a like. It so helps my channel. Go check Favi out. And thank you for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. If I don't talk to you, happy Thanksgiving to all my U.S. buddies and subscribers and friends out there. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.